can be a challenge for some people to think scientifically about business opportunities. We are, after all, doing scientific work, and just because the setting is industry rather than academia, it should not drive out scientific best practices. Scientists are not out to prove an idea. They are out to systematically disprove all other ideas, which would then leave the original idea as the logical choice. When going about the business of disproving and proving things, it can be useful to avoid speaking with certainty about an idea. You might have enough evidence to believe that something is true, but your scientific mind should always default to a degree of belief. This leaves open at least a small window to turn over assumptions. Challenging assumptions is an important part of the scientific process. Let's imagine that your company has deployed a new product, and based on market research and extensive domain knowledge, everyone believes it will be a success. Let's say our target variable to measure success is simply the number of purchases. Purchase history was shown on a plot month by month, and it appeared that the new product was indeed a success. Next, the product was deployed in another similar market, and when you got the numbers back, based on the purchase history, surprisingly, there was no improvement. After wasting hours of investigating the problem, you realized that the competitor went out of business the exact month that you initially deployed the product. The changes with the purchase history were driven by another unseen factor. This is known as a confounding factor. If you were thinking scientifically about the initial deployment success, you would have been skeptical about everyone's enthusiasm. Perhaps viewing revenue on a day-by-day scale and using a Bayesian change point analysis would have been a more scientific way to think about the success of this product. Even better than testing the validity of ideas is the testing of that idea as a scientific hypothesis. A hypothesis is a proposed explanation for a phenomenon, and it is here where our business opportunity is directly related to the data. With each iteration of testing, you will reject ideas until only the remaining idea is the proposed explanation. In addition to situations like the one we just described, hypothesis testing is an important tool to help establish a link between model performance and the variables most closely associated with our business opportunity.